Welcome back to Sussex Farms for episode 33 with me, MrSealyp. I decided I needed to finish off. From the last episode, I wasn't going to show it, then I thought, well, I won't. You are and you are, don't you? Right, I'm going to carry on doing what I was doing before. I'm going to do it manually. It would be easier at this point just to say to myself, you know what, just use the auto load of the front truck and just switch them all over, then unload directly in. But the wheel loader's here. I'm feeling in a bit of a crash bang wallop mode, you know, so just get on with it. Oh dear, never mind. All needs to be done. It's all money in the bank. I may have mixed up my numbers. For silage, I'm pretty sure, just thinking now, was silage always that price? It was manure I was getting 720 for. I'm thinking it's possible that silage was always 270. Stares me up in an hour about which, you know, biogas, do I take it to the BJ, to the biogas plant, which one do I go to? I'm thinking now in my head it was manure that was 720 all along. Too many facts and figures and numbers and things buzzing around my head. I just can't remember. Anywho, from here, what will I do next? Once this is done, we'll take back the lorry to Farmer Marnew, I think. A little bit of in-cab. Might as well. I know I've said it so many times before. I need to do more of it. But I still find the depth perception I need to swing out wider so I don't hit the sign. Yeah, I don't know. I still find the depth perception thing a real problem. I struggle with it a lot. Not when driving. Driving's not too bad. It's just, you know, when you're using front loaders and wheel loaders and anything where you really need to be able to see pallet forks, that kind of thing. Just becomes a bit of a nightmare. So anyway, right. Thank you very much, Farmer Marnew. We did pay him. I think it was about 9,000. I think we paid him to use that. Wear and tear and fuel and all that kind of thing. Now we'll take the van back, and I'll probably do a couple more contracts. You know me, I just can't leave him alone, can I? Still late winter, but what I thought we'd do is I've done it, as you've seen already, a couple more contracts, a few bits finished off. The digestate is now all produced. Both biogas plants have chugged their way through all the silage, so what I'm going to do is get rid of that now, maximise profits, ready for the morning. 28,000 litres in here, which means the other one's got knocking on 9,000. I'm sure I've got about 128,000 litres in total. Let's have a quick check. It's quite a lot in the end. Where are we? 128,773. So yeah, 100,000 litres ish in the other one. This will take 60,000 litres. So we'll do this, and it'll have to be a couple of runs from the other one. And we've just got to go there, right next door from this one, which is brilliant. So as I said before, I just wanted, again, just to show that I'm doing it. This is, you know, the money hasn't gone up for no reason. When I see you in the morning, we should have been paid for the silage. Actually, that silage price, I take it that's still low. I would imagine that's still, yeah. Yeah. Where are we taking it to? We want in, don't we? This one. I did it a little while ago. I've forgotten that already. Okay, let's make some moolah. Right. I will see you in the morning. We'll have money from the biogas plants for the silage, the money from this, and new year, new gear. Let's get some stuff. I might sell the old seeder. I think we only used it a tiny little bit, didn't we? Maybe get a larger one. I don't know. We'll have a think. It's alright. Maybe some more animals. Might have some more milk. We should have. Say might have. We should have some more milk. We're not at a point yet where we can start selling any animals. We're just fattening everything up and producing what we need to produce. I'll see you in the morning. Sleep tight. It's 7:38 in the morning. It's early spring. As you've seen, we made a bit of money overnight. Not a huge amount considering how much silage we did actually sell, but we more than made up for that in what we sold in digestate. The world has gone mad, as it always does every morning when I wake up. Chickens are producing eggs very, very nicely. We have gone up a huge amount of chickens. I'll show you that in a moment. We've got some work to do. I've been around feeding the animals already. We're going to get rid of the seeder. I stupidly pressed unloaded directly under here, but I can clean those up. I'm going to be taking, rather than take the entire truck trailer combo, I'm going to take the massive Ferguson skid steer. You'll notice I took the tracks off. I've got the wheeled version now. I only ever had the tracks on for the first winter, in all honesty, because we didn't have any snow this year. I thought, well, I'll just go back to wheeled. We're going to take that on the flatbed of the van, simply because the bag lifter, big bag lifter from the CSZ pack that I've been using, I've taken down to the sheep and put on the massive Ferguson 356 loader. There's a reason for that too, which we're going to go and have a quick look at now. Actually, while I'm here, let's sort that out. We are getting new machinery. As I said, new year, new gear. Let's do it. Now I'm fully aware that... Oh, getting a bit of wheel slip there. Oh, we're up. On Tuesday, the Borgo DLC goes live, and there's a whole load of new seeders and bits and bobs in that. But the problem is, that is designed, and I really do mean this, designed for big maps. Big maps. You'll see why when we do the review of it. It's nuts. Oh yeah, right. While we're on the way down here, our animals. We're up to 52 cows. So we've got 10 new cows now. We had 42 originally. We're up to 52. They are producing milk. All is good. Pigs, we're up to 98. We were on 91, so we've had 7 more. Sheep, we started off with 100. We've now got 161 sheep. Wool production has started again. I've just come back into the save game. That's why it's saying 0 at the moment. But chicken enclosure, we're up to 457. That's what I mean. It's absolutely bonkers. But it's good. It's bonkers in a good way. It's weird, isn't it? On certain Let's Plays, I've kind of sort of said, oh, we'll do cows, or I'll do sheep, or the fact we've got seasons on, and I'm doing all of them. I think I've lost my mind. Obviously not horses, but you know, horses are a bit mad. Wool production, already, we are early spring, and it is rocking and rolling. Now that's why it says 0, because that one's now full, which means there'll be another new one appearing there momentarily. So what I did was brought down this attachment off of the skid steer loader over there, put it on this, because we're going to use that for moving all the pallets. Last year in spring we got quite a few. We've got a lot more sheep now, although not all of them will be as productive yet, because some of them are young, but we should get plenty of wool. So yeah, that's that. We have got a load of manure on hand again, and this is the thing with the cows. You know, the milk I'm going to be getting, I may not make a huge amount of money on the milk, but so far, this map especially, being able to sell the manure and then get the digestate and sell the digestate, we're more than making our money out of the cows. More than making our money out of them. What else was I thinking? Oh yes, I'm going to get another trailer. We've got the low loader, but I'm going to get, I might get, oh, what was it called? It's like a flatbed, but not a flatbed. we'll have a look in the store, or I might get the bales one and not use it for bales. I'm going to take that down there for the sheep, and we'll just use that as our wool pallets trailer. That way I can just keep loading onto that, and I can free up, or keep freed up, this one, which I need. Anyway, all of that being said, what we'll do first, let's take this up and we'll sell the seeder, because we're getting a new one. We're actually going to get a planter this time, but we're not going to get the multi-planter. We're going to get a planter, because this year I'm going to be planting sugar beet. I'm going to be planting soybean, and I'm going to try corn again for the pigs. I haven't used any of my pig food yet, because I'm still using crops that I bought last year for the pigs, although the corn is now running very, very low. Once the corn runs out, I'm going to then switch over to pig food, regardless what I've got left of wheat, barley, or what was it, canola I had, wasn't it? So yeah, we'll switch over to pig food then. But I'm going to try for corn. So realistically, doing those three crops, soybean, sugar beet and corn, I can do all of that with a planter. So I don't actually need a seeder this year. I think I've got enough wheat on hand. Not wheat, straw for bedding and total mix rations. So I honestly think we're going to be alright. But that's just me. I'm sure I'll be fine. What am I going to get? I'll be honest with you, at this point I'm still undecided. I've been looking at all the different options. I've been looking at horsepower versus cost. Then I've been also looking at what's my head telling me, what's my heart telling me, what do I want to get as opposed to what should I get. So, we'll see ya. Set up at the store in a second. So, we'll return this. Now, a lot of your implements and stuff, of course, you can just sell them wherever you are. You go onto your tablet and do a kind of online auction, bid, eBay selling, whatever you want to call it. But you do get more if you bring them back to the store. They give you a higher rate. Now, I was thinking about getting rid of the Axion and getting a Xerion. And I'm aware that I used the Xerion on Geiselsberg, and I really do like it. But again, in the kind of thing of, let's try something different, sell 78 grand? Okay, well that's something towards the new one anyway. I think I'm going to keep it. It's always good to have plenty of tractors on hand. It's got a nice bit of oomph, and I dare say the one I'm going to buy is going to have way more oomph than I need for the time being. Because I'm pretty sure the planter I'm going to buy, I could operate with this tractor. But like I say, we need to upgrade. Then we're ready then if we do want to get bigger seeders. There's not a huge amount of space on this map for massive ones, but what are we going to go for? Well, planter wise, of course there is this option with the Great Plains, the YP 4025A, direct drill and does everything. That's always a no-brainer because then you don't have to have two separate seeders. But like I said, I don't have to worry about that. I think I'm going to go with the Maestro SW2475. So we're going to go from the 8 metre I just got rid of, the Vaderstad Rapid A600 800. So we're going to go from 8 metres up to 18. And like I say, we can do everything I want to do on that. We can do soybean, we can do sugar beet, and we can do our corn. So, 9,000 litre tank. Yeah. Let's buy ourselves a new seeder. Now, next thing's going to be, I want to get a trailer. And like I said, under low loaders I think it is, we've got the option of the step deck. Now the step deck trailer doesn't have ramps, but I could use that. It's only 17,500. It does have straps for pallets and all that kind of stuff. The other option is to go for one of these, which I've used before, and I do like them. I'm just don't know how much stuff I'm going to get. One of these. I know these are auto-load bale trailers, but they have straps and you can use them perfectly adequately for... Well, you know what, I'm going to go with the step one. Why not something a bit different? It's a fair size as well, so we should get plenty on it. The step deck SD48 step deck trailer. I know it's more American than UK, but you know what? I don't care. I'm getting it. I'm not even going to justify it. I'm getting it. Right. Now, again, I'm probably thinking, you already know what I'm going to get. You know at this point before I do, because I would imagine my thumbnail is going to be whatever it is I buy. So, yeah, I don't know at this precise moment what it's going to be. Temperature is 3 degrees. To be able to plant some of our stuff, we need it to be 5 at least. If we go across to our planting, if we go down and look at soybean, we can't plant yet anyway, that's 10 degrees. Corn needs to be, sugar beet we can plant straight away at 5 degrees. We're at 3. By the end of today, later into the afternoon, I'm sure the temperature, I should have stayed on that menu, I'm sure the temperature is due to come up. Maximum temperature, average temperature today. Today by 9 o'clock, then lunchtime we're looking at 8 degrees, air temp, 7 degrees, average, low of 6, 7, 7. So we can plant today. We can get some sugar beet in the ground. We might not be able to get any, let me just think, of the other ones until possibly Wednesday maybe. Oh, that's a bit of a worry. But we're not in the planting window for them anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Right, I should have brought the truck up, shouldn't I? I'm going to need it. Let's get a dolly and take that back with the dolly. I've got to take the class back anyway, and saves me bringing a lorry. I'll think of something. Right then, what do I do? What do I do? I want to go something big. Like I say, I wanted to go Zerion because I love it. I love the look of it. I think it's fantastic. Then I ummed and ahed, and I thought, what about a Fendt 1100 MT? Because we can go up to 634 horsepower, I believe it is with that. 646 for 500,000. That's plenty of grunt. That's nice. Obviously there's the Zerion, but there's also the New Holland. There's the large frame, and we've got the smart tracks, but that's really expensive straight off the bat. But I do like the look of that. I realise this is probably not the most exciting viewing, but it kind of gives you an insight into what I'm thinking and why I'm thinking it. We can get the wheeled version, but I really do want a tracked. I do want something tracked. The quad track's always nice. I do like the quad track. I've also got that problem that I don't know what to do now. The 9RX comes out on Tuesday. I'm going to kick myself and say, I bought one of those and I could have got a 9RX. I'm thinking I might go for this, you know. I'm going to go for the Fendt. Am I going to instantly regret that decision? No, I'm not. No. You know what? We're going to go for the 646 horsepower, standard or 3 metre tracks. We'll go standard. I quite like those. Yeah, let's do it. I think I sold the one. Let's buy it anyway. It's 505,000. We've still got 728 grand in the bank. That's all good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure on Marwell Manor. Did we start with a 900 Vario, or did we start with? I think it was one of the first things I sold because I bought the baked bean over. If you don't know what the baked bean is, go over and watch the Marwell Manor Let's Play. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I've made the right decision. Although, I'm going to take it into the workshop and see if the guys there can do a bit of a modification for me. Yeah. It's got plenty of torques and lots of horsepower. That's what we need. Plus it looks and sounds cool. wonder. Right, I decided to do a dolly and bring the stepper trailer back. They're working on the Fent now. The master mechanics up here at the store are going to do a bit of a job for me. Like it or loathe it, it's very handy what they're going to do. So this will go down to the sheep. What I'll do is I'll park up the class, I'll drive back in the van, I'll sort out the bits I need to on the skid steer loader. Gives us a bit more versatility around the farm. Get some of the wool pallets loaded up onto here. And then what we'll do, I've got to decide what I'm going to plant where. Yeah, haven't quite decided yet. I think I'm going to go with... sugar beet on field 30, 35, 37, what do we own? The one further over. Sugar beet over there, I think. Because that's a nice big field. And we'll get a load of sugar beet off that. Although, I'm considering, rather than buying, obviously, seed, because I think with potato... No, it's fine. The potato planters, you can actually put potatoes in. But the planter that does sugar beet actually requires seed, so we're going to have to buy some more. So, drop this off, pick them up. I suppose what I could do with down here is another shelter, really. Like I park the trailer under it, that way the wool, when it gradually gets put onto the trailer, doesn't sit out in the bad weather if we get any rain or anything. But then potentially building a shelter down here is going to eat into my grassland that I've got here. Where am I going to put this? Actually, probably exactly where those pallets are sitting. Right, I'll sort this out. Let's move a few bits around. Move those forks. All good. To be fair, I could probably sell those. I don't even use them anymore. Righty ho, so pallets are on the trailer down by the sheep. Class is away. This we're going to put the new attachments on. The only reason I'm bringing that up on this is because the actual skid steer loader only goes at 12 miles an hour, so to come up and back in that, it's just too slow. So just thought it'd be easier. In here we need, under skid steer loaders, we need the adapter. The adapter is just here. So the adapter goes from a skid steer loader to front loader tool. So rather than getting the skid steer loader big bag lifter, we get the adapter by that. And then we get the front loader big bag lifter. I think that's the way around it needs to work. Is that right? We'll soon find out if I've done it wrong again. There we go, that's it. The big bag handler. I think that's the right way around. We're about to find out, aren't we? Yeah, I've got bits all over the place here. What's going on? Huh? What? Okay, I'm seriously confused. Right. So that should go on there. Because that's going skid steer to front loader. Then this is the front loader one, which goes like that, which means it sits exactly where it should do, rather than sitting too high on the thing. Where have those come from? Is it just... You kind of just duplicated them, surely. Did I pre-buy them? I'm racking my brains down thinking, well, I really have lost my mind. Did I buy these already? No me. It's a possibility. Right. Oh dear me, right, that will need to go back. So, let's see if I've done the work that I needed to on our fence. It's not conventional, but as I've said so many times before, farmers do what needs to be done, jobs get done, you get inventive mechanics who try things out. So, front 3-point link, bolted through the weights onto the chassis. We're good to go. That's done, right. So now we've got 646 horsepower on tracks, 3-point link front and rear. Four degrees, ground temp is still saying 3, I need that to come up. Maybe go and get a cup of tea. Look that up. So we've now gone from 8 metres to 18 on our planting / seeding capacity. All good. Do I need to buy some more seed? I've got some down there. If I do, I can always come and grab some more. Right. So, again, follow me. Wouldn't it be lovely? I wouldn't be driving backwards and forwards. Anyway, let's get down to the farm. Put some seed in this. Could stick some fertiliser in it too, I guess. Do it all in one pass, I suppose. We're set on corn at the moment, I don't want it on corn. Sugar beet's going to be the first thing that we can put in the ground. Awesome. Oh, yeah. It's a beaut. It's a beaut of a tractor. I think what was stuck in my mind was that contract I fluffed up a while back where I thought I'd borrowed the equipment and I hadn't. It was one of these, wasn't it? I'm sure it was a Fendt, a tracked Fendt. Right, we're back. That's unloaded, that's done, that's where I left it. I have unloaded the fertiliser spreader onto the ground, so we've got fertiliser there and the seed that I emptied earlier. So what we're going to do is put seed and fertiliser in that ready for later on. I don't often do it all in one pass, but yeah, why not? Might as well. The sheep are producing wool I mean, they produced a load of wool last year. But I suppose because we've got more in the flock now as well. It's crazy how much we're getting. We're only, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, early spring. Blimey. Right, put that away. So we'll load up the seeder and little planter, and then what's that? Oh, that reminds me. Yes, I took a full load of TMR because the IT runner mixer was empty, so I picked up the IT runner back, filled it up, took it over, fed the cows, but then didn't bring the IT runner back over. I need to do that. Got bits of equipment all over the place. Now, is this going to work? Can I open the cover? That's what frustrates me with all the different seeders and all the various different tank types, and some will fill up, some won't, some need to be opened, some don't, some need the entire seeder open, some don't. There we go, we're alright. And the other side as well. Can I reach the other one? No. I need to change that, don't I? To sugar beet. What do I need to press my side panel? 9. Fantastic, right. I don't think I've got a front seed tank actually. Did we buy one last year? I don't think we needed one, did we? Perhaps we do now. Another good reason to have a front 3-point link. I'm not going to use anywhere near all this then, am I? Or is this going to be one of those ones that, yeah, takes 4 times as much fertiliser as it does seed? Probably. Yep. I need another seed tank. Wow. This is going to take me all of it. I think I had 8,000 something litres in that. 7. Bang. Right. That's full. I think I'm going to get a front seed tank. Right, so what I'm going to do now is go and get a cup of tea, or maybe sort the front seed tank out. And then hopefully the weather warms up a little bit over the course of the day and we can get some seeding done, so I really do want to get some done now if we can. I really do. They do seem to be filling up. I suppose what I should have done was just put one box in, filled it, then moved another one in. That way they wouldn't be spreading all over the place. Oh, that would have made more sense, wouldn't it? Genius. Maybe I could move some out. Yeah. Potentially. Right, let's put that away. Okie dokie. I don't think that's going to be full. Right. Let's pack that away for the time being. Sort this seed tank out at the front. And then wait on the good weather. The warmer ground. Cup of tea. It's 3:48 in the afternoon. That ground temperature just does not want to come up. So, I do have a transport contract that I can do. I do have a fertilising contract that's available for Field 2, which pays 17 grand. What I've also done is grabbed all the manure out of the cow manure silo bunker. I've grabbed some out of here, so I've got a full load of 79,000 litres. That's going to go down to the biogas plant, and then the digestate will be sold. So at midnight we'll make some more money, plus money from the digestate. This is kind of a rolling process now. I'm thinking now I'm going to see you tomorrow, probably mid-spring. I want to get some seeding done in this episode, so, or planting. That will happen. I'm just, you know, there are a few jobs I can get done. I'm going to need to feed the animals again before bedding them down. What else? Just odds and ends, really. Stuff you've seen me do a few times over, and you know, I'm just going to end up repeating myself. And unfortunately, with seasons, there's going to be you do get a lot of that. And you also, like I've said before, you get days where there isn't really a huge amount to do. I really was hoping I'd be able to get some planting done. So anyway, I'm going to take this, and if I don't see you, unless something amazing happens, I'll see you tomorrow morning, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get some planting done. We'll be a little bit richer anyway. Well, it's 8:02. It's mid-spring. We are whizzing through the year in this episode. It's absolutely crazy. But the ground temp is up to 7. We are in the zone now. We can get some planting done, which is brilliant. Looking down the hill, let me just zoom in like so. Wool production is crazy. We've almost half filled that pallet. I'm going to put another stack on top as well if it carries on the way it's going, which is absolutely brilliant. As far as animals go, let's just why is this not opening? There we go. I fed them all, watered them all, cleaned them all out this morning when I first got up. We're up to 59 cows, 109 pigs. We started off with 10, remember, so we're nearly up to 100 new births, so 100 pigs off of 10 originals. Sheep are up to 180, so we're not far off doubling our flock. Chicken enclosure, we're up to 500 maximum. Now what I did overnight, because I was keeping an eye on the wool, I actually sold some of the roosters, because I'm getting to a point, the roosters will help with reproduction, which is great. We're at the maximum on the enclosure. I don't need that many roosters anymore. What I'm also going to do is do a bit of a cull, and I'm going to go through and sell all of the male chickens, because the male chickens, as far as I'm aware, aren't going to produce any eggs. So what I'll do is I'll leave some roosters in there, get rid of all the males, which will give me a bit of a buffer again. Then hopefully any new births will be females, and I'll keep weeding out all the males. That way we should be at maximum egg production. That's the theory. But I'll give it a go. So anyway, I just thought I'd look down the hill and show you that. Wool's going absolutely fantastically. So it's time to get planting. We did get a front tank. I have filled it up. As you've just seen, biogas plant overnight, we made about 50 something. Oh, even I can't remember what it was now. It was about 50 something, 56, 53. So let's go over to the first of our fields and get some sugar beet in the ground. I did say I was going to make sure in this episode I got some done. There we go, we've got our set on sugar beet. We've got 2,200 litres in the front tank. It does make this a fairly long vehicle having that, because it's got the weight, then the front, the 3-point, then the tank, but doesn't matter. We're on sugar beet all round, so 7,000 litres of fertiliser, 4,200 litres of seed. Let's get cracking. Bring the noise. So we're going to go over to field. My memory of the field numbers is terrible, and has been right from the outset. That is quite long, isn't it? We can get across now. Oh, I thought we could. Didn't see that car. My eyesight is terrible. Anyway. So, it's cool. We are increasing the capacity of the farm. We are increasing what we can use. I'm thinking about buying another field, maybe get another big field. I might look at one that's already got a crop in. I know I said about not doing any more wheat or barley, but I'm thinking for feeding the chickens, because they seem to be getting through a fair amount. We are going to need some more of something. So probably the next episode I'm thinking we'll buy another bit of land, which will mean it will need some fertilising and sorting out. Where am I going to? I'm going to the top field, aren't I? I can cut across, I can go around. All the stumps were ground out over at our little plot where I was going to put an orchard in. So at some point in this year, this fiscal year, whatever it is, we're going to do an orchard over there. I know I've been saying that since episode, I don't know, 2, 3, something like that. But I really am. Once I get cracking on this, it's what the episode's been building up to. New machinery, new gear. I want to actually see it being used. We'll get to our field. Please tell me I've got to go all the way around. No, let's cut through this way. I think if I go up, I have to go all the way around and not mucking around with all that nonsense. Once I've got the seed in the ground, I'm going to come over and herbicide. Whoa. So let's open this up. I'm going to do a border top and bottom. Give myself a bit of turning room. Oh, look at the difference in size from that, from the other one. Awesome. This is going to make life so much easier. Well, we are at 2 fertilising states already. And I'm going to check because this is going to drive me mad otherwise. Field 38, I'm saying 35, I don't know. Turn it on, drop it down. Let's get going. And because we are fertilising as well, which I don't, like I say, I don't often do. Normally I just seed and I'll come back later on and run the fertiliser over. We are going to have our final state. I thought this was a direct drill. Oh, maybe not. That could be a bit annoying. Let me just check in here. Lose my mind. No, it's not under procedures, it's a planter. It's a planter, you muppet. Oh no. I think I might have a couple of patches that have got weeds or something on. So this one's a fair sized field. We're going to sugar beet this. Oh, it's not going to do it up there either. I don't think with bits with the weeds in. Oh, it doesn't matter. Not to worry. But this is going to make much lighter work of slightly larger fields. Like I say, I'm going to have a look. We'll see what other fields are available. What I'm going to do is go right up to the end. It's not going to do anything about that, is it? Yes, it is brilliant. We'll go right to the end. I'll do this whole rectangle here first, and then I'll swing round and we'll do that little bit over the side later on. But we are finally in the zone. We are getting something planted for this year. I will keep an eye out. I don't think we're going to get any cornfields. That's a good point, actually. Fruit types. New. Although we have got a couple for oats. We got some wheat. Yeah, maybe. We'll have a look. Yeah, so that's it. We're off. We're running. We are getting stuff in the ground. I'm glad we've upgraded. We've got some bigger stuff. It does mean because the horsepower this has got, we could go much bigger as well. But it does give us a few options. It's kind of further down the line if we want to upgrade. I just think while we had the money, we've got, you know, with the money we made overnight, with a couple of contracts I've been doing, we're up to 874 grand again. So when we get round to harvest time, I'm going to carry on doing contracts as I normally do, fertilising jobs that pop up, transport jobs, things like that. When we get around to harvest time, we should have enough money to buy either a bigger harvester, so sell the one we got. I'm thinking buying a second harvester, keeping the one we got because we barely used it last year. I want to get some good use out of it. Either buy a second one of those and run 2, or just get a second harvester of a different type, I don't know. But we'll have 2 regardless. I think that's probably the best option. And again, that gives us a bit more flexibility with being able to harvest multiple fields at the same time, or just doing each individual field quicker. That's kind of obvious as well. So, there we go. Mid-spring. We're making money. Animals are producing well. I do have a bit of animal husbandry to do, a bit of a fiddle around. But we are moving forward from our humble beginnings to just having our truck and a trailer and starting off in the workshop. The farm is building, and it's building really well. So we've come to the end of this episode. More to come from Sussex Farms. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.